lwakuba nti no babadde nga babitwala kisajja kikulu using a lot of experience that they've had as FDC leaders. They've been handling matters internally. In FDC kungulu ne mugiraba nga kibiina kiri one, kiri united, era ng'ensonga bazitambuza bulungi. And he said, like in any other party, just like in a home, okay, me or Kevin or any other person will come here and talk well, netekitegeeza nti tulina bizibu. But how we resolve those issues back home, tuvayo nga tuli very positive, ne tujja nga tulina ne vibe.
And me, I actually appreciate that.
General Mugisha Muntu's
I appreciate that statement because any other institution, even from the lowest institution, which is the family, wabeerawo some kind of, disagreement between siblings, between even parents and their children, and so on. So there is a lot of disagreement happening elsewhere, not only in the FDC, even in the National Resistance Movement. But I appreciate the fact that it has been in-house. Have your bickering, sort your things indoors, come out. Mukolera abantu balina okola ki okola. That is why bagamba nti wako muntu ne wayomba ne mukyalawo baba, when a visitor comes, put that smile on. Don't show the visitor that there is anything. Then after you resolve your things. But now the problem is that it has now come to the public. When it comes to the public, nga Douglas we yasanga bayomba.
Bali be yasanga kumacha. Yes.
Now that is too much. It is embarrassing. And then it exposes a lot of things that we would not even love to know, but finally we've known them. So I think I would prefer the other FDC. Eyomba nefuluma nejja nekola. Nedda yewaka negamba gundi gwe wakoze boti. So there are so many things that I agree with General Mugisha. Yeah, you get the yesterday. A lot of things, not only that, aina statements nyingi ze yakoze.
Yes, because ideally in every situation abantu nga temukulidde wamu mwena muli bantu bakulu, ono alina ku ssente okusinga ku ono alina obuyigiriza okusinga ku ono alina experience okusinga ku ono alina obuwagizi bw'amaanyi mu kitundu gy'ava mobilizer nnyo okusinga ku those things will always culminate into some bit of bickering, some bit of disagreement. Bickering kankijewo, some bit of disagreement, and it's allowed to disagree. In any work situations, by the way, it's allowed to disagree because kiba kitegeeza nti buli omu alaba nga alina ensonga enkulu zayagala ekibiina kyabwe kyambulireko naye nga ndowooza ono ate alaba ezize zesingako ku bukulu n'ebirala. That is allowed. You can have a contestation of ideas. Yeah? You can have a contestation of ideas, but it should not be violent. Okay? So naye General Mugisha Muntu yazzemu n'akikkaatiriza nti he also believes government has a hand in whatever is going on in the Forum for Democratic Change. Yagambi, he can't rule it out. Yeah. He thinks government has a very, very strong hand in it. Kubanga bino byonna ebyogerwa ono yalaba ono kibiina kitwala wa President Museveni, waliwo sente ezava mu State House oba government oba NRM, byonna ebyagamba nti there's no smoke without fire.
Abe, I accept there is no smoke without fire. But sagala tusokere ku government, njagala tusokere ku abakulembeze ba FDC, the political leaders. Bwoba omanyi nti oli wa opposition, oli mu FDC, when kuwa offers as government, okay, eno ndikuwa as an example, why should you accept it? Why should you take the money? Money that you can't even say out in public. It means there is something hidden. You ngo wa FDC, chicheje kukirizisa wetugenda mu bya sente wazijjayo kola ki era what was that the terms of agreement ziriwa nti sente zino bazikuwa because of this. So it has a hand, but what about the FDC? Bajjayo sente ezo ze boogerako nga bali kuki nga beerabidde nti ba FDC.
But I think we're going to be okutuyana because he who alleges must prove. The likes of Semuju and the Katonga faction.
Yeah, which is okay.
No, now the Nsambya faction.
Waliwo ne gwe babuuza nagambe sente Semuju yambuza sente wazitwala ekiro nga zigenda kukola ki. Nagamba sigenda byogerako nze bangamba nswale kitegeeza nti ne yaddamu naye. You know, at a certain point atuuse ekiseera nakioninga nti esente ezo zakola ki zaaliwo. My problem is ebyo bya government sente ezo zaali zaki because weziba sente nti okay FDC is liaising with government balina kye bagenda okukola. It should come out public so that abantu fenna aba subscribing mu FDC tumanya nti bagenze ne bajja sente zino mu State House naye zaakino.
It might not be public because bagamba balina non-disclosure agreements with the different people that support the party in terms of financial assistance. So they cannot come out public. But I think internally they can whisper to one another that gundi ne gundi but same ku mukono but waddeyo ku kasente bwe kati ne bwe kati. Internally, like it has always happened, Patrick Amuriato Boy engineer yategeeza nti sigwe mulundi oguna bagusoose okufuna sente mu kibiina. Different people who don't want to be disclosed have always supported them, especially those that believe in their cause, inclusive of people in government.
That is where
mark that statement
which
very
is okay,
well.
but that is where I come in on Muntu's statement. You know, I told you, General Muntu talked about so many things that are okay. Naye waliwo kyesagala kukirizaganya nakyo gamba government has a hand. So, omuntu wabanga bwogambye nti including some, not all, but some of those who are there, naye nga bagaliza FDC ebirungi nga babawa. How is that government's fault?
Anti bali bakozi mu government.
Batya naye babaagala. Lwaki babaleetera
government? In fact, etteeka teribakkiriza.
Lwaki babaleetera obuzibu? This is nothing. It is starting with the leaders from the Forum for Democratic Change.
The good thing about all this is that tomorrow, the 28th of July, it's a Friday, is when the planned National Executive Council is supposed to sit. The meeting is set to happen at Najanankombi tomorrow, Friday. Luno lukiiko mulindwa lubadde nga balulinze okumala ebbanga to talk about a host of matters or issues. Okay, one of those is about the party elections. Two, about sente zinezogerwako, because fe tuzitegedde kakati, but it tells you sente zino before we went into the general elections, that's when the money issue. Kino kikulaga nti no baluddenga ebintu bino internally babyegeyageyamu. Okay, because twalonda mu 2021, but before kulonda twasooka mu campaigns. Okay, mu campaigns mu 2020.
So sente zimaze ebbanga. This is 2023.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thing is Najanankumbi. Now this meeting has been called by the chairperson, the chairman of FDC, the engineer Waswa Birigwa. Olukiiko luno aluyise. Naye bw'aluyise ategeezezza asoose n'alabula secretary general w'ekibiina omukulu Nandala Mafara. N'amugamba nti go and take away all the goons that you put in charge of security at Najanankombi. Yabayise bagunzi bwenkinnyonnyola bulungi babeera abayaaye
bamafia
bakifeesi. Okay, the goons yabayise goons. Yagambye nti mugende mugyewo bakifeesi abayaaye that you put in charge of security, to be in charge of security at Najanankombi. Mugende mubagyewo. One, omulongo wa Sabiri gwagamba nti bano bagenda kutiisa ba members abalina okujja mu lukiiko lw'enkya ku kitebe e Najanankombi. Okay, so I would want to ask and find out who has been in charge of FDC security at Najanankombi, because why are we having issues now about security to an extent that a man of his caliber, Ambassador Waswabirigwa, was held for hours and hours, 6+ hours, inside the party headquarters,
where he chairs,
where he's supposed to sit and where his chairmanship originates from. Okay, to an extent that he was held. Ne engineer Patrick Amuriato Boy agamba Waswabirigwa aleme kwekaza yeka twali naye ffenna nga batusibiddeyo munda ffembi.
Kati ane yabasibirayo, ane yaleeta abantu.
It is said it is the goons. It is the goons that were in charge of security. That very
the goons were in charge of security. Who brought the goons? If even the party president was held at ransom.
Cut now, the party president, okubanga naye yali held. okay nasibibwe wantu naye agamba teyaliwo yekka yali ne Waswabiri gwanga betunulidde bwe bati buli omu atesa how do we get out of this place
kati bagunza abani abaleta
how do we get helped now engineer Patrick Amuriat Oboy does not talk about who brought those people however ye Waswabiri gwa agamba nti Nandala Mafabi being the Secretary General the person who is in charge of the affairs of the headquarters should be knowing how those goons but ekyandisiza kwe kulaga nti up to until today bakyaliwo how powerful are these goons for them to be in charge of the party security, the party headquarters security up to until today?
How powerful is the person who put them there? Because they were deployed.
They are being paid.
Yes, they are deployed. They are doing their job.
They're on the job.
Yeah.
So we want to know that
we want to know who
their terms of reference.
Who deployed
Baba Gamba ani ayingira ani gwe mukwata jeke ani gwe mukwata che ebirala. The Forum for Democratic Change. So engineer Waswabiri gwa yawadde ultimatum. He has given them up to before end of day today, Thursday. Yeah. Those Bachifesi should have left the party headquarters and gone to clear the way for the party members to come tomorrow and hold the National Executive Council meeting.
So many things are really wrong in that place. Firstly, babadde balina security chi, because what I know as the party headquarters at least babadde ne security.
Waliwo omwami naye mukulu Simon Myangaluta yajja kuntangaza waliwo omwami bali mwamuyita Okelo nga kansala. Okelo oyo kansala mu bitundu bya Nakawa nga yali in charge of their security at that place.
Yeah, so
I need to be enlightened. And at that time tetulabangako byakwerinda bya Najjana Nkumbi nga biri at its fragility nga bwe tukiraba kakati.
Yeah, so if there is someone who has been heading security, because definitely I know kuba wali ne watabeera gogambye no aba yavaawo era walina okubaawo omuntu aheadinga security in that area. Why didn't they leave that person to man the security that day who is entering and so on?
Because everything has been talked about. FDC bavayo ne betonda to have beaten abannamawulire n'ebyaliwo byokka tebetonda ku kintu kya Waswabiri gwa. They never talk about it that much nti yakwatibwa kyo kubeera munda ne betonda olw'abamawulire kuba abamawulire they threatened to boycott issues of FDC but also drag the party to court to explain amasimu g'abannamawulire bagabba batya omunnamawulire wa The New Vision yakubwa omukyalo oyo ayina embabazi okay then ekibiina kyatuuka kitya okubeera mu mbeera eyo babinnyonnyolakokko but what they didn't explain that who did this and to what extent have they resolved the issue. Naye kati until yesterday bwe nalabye nga pate chairman agamba nti abayaaye bakyalimu. In fact is warning that bwe baba tebavuddeemu National Executive Council meeting eri mu Lusuubo, it is likely not to be there because members will fear to go there. Abantu abalabako Waswabiri gwa kye bamuyisaamu.
Omuntu atya n'okutuukawo ne Waswabiri gwa mwennyini ajja kutya okuddayo because of the way he was manhandled.
Yeah, like yesterday bwe yabadde ayogerako naffe ab'amawulire yabadde mu maka ge eri e Busaabala. Still the media meeting didn't happen at the party headquarters. That speaks a lot.
Yeah, really a lot.
A lot. Naye mu meeting eyenkyale FDC waliwo okulonda ku Friday week ewedde. Naye tebaatubuulira ebyava mu kulonda. Nabyo byatambula bitya. Kubanga omukulu akunvunaanyizibwa ku by'okulonda mu FDC Honorable Tetere Bukaba Mwenda yagenda maaso n'akubiriza okulonda era ne kugenda maaso ne kubaayo mu bitundu gye kwabeerayo. We never got to know the results. Probably maybe it's not for us. It is also part of the things that are going to be talked about
tomorrow
at the National Executive Council meeting tomorrow. We are waiting to see what will happen. While at that, abavubuka mu FDC nabo basitudde enkumu.
Factions zitabuse. Buli omu ali kufandinga babe.
John muganda wange ani omuvubuka oyo ali mu bitundu bya West Nile. Okay? John John Onzima y'omu ku bakulembedde abavubuka mu bitundu bya West Nile, 13 districts that make West Nile. Abavubuka ba FDC bavuddeyo ne bagamba nti they are warning the likelihood of the likes of Ssemujju Nganda, Elias Lukwago n'abalala leave the party alone.
They should leave even the party president and the secretary general alone.
13 districts bavuddeyo ne bategeeza nti they are behind Nandala Mafabi and Engineer Patrick Amuriato Boyko be bamanyi. And they also called their fellow youth members mu bitundu ebirala as masqueraders and goons. Who are those to warn our party leaders? Kakati now it is the youth wings of FDC kati nabo balwana bivudde mu bakulu kakati bigenze mu bavubuka
anti buli omu abeerako n'abamuwagira kati bigenze mu bavubuka. By the end of it all it's going to affect paka ku muntu owawansi atamanyi na bintu byammwe.
Abavubuka okuva ewa Kiso, okuva mu bitundu ebya Kampala, okuva mu bitundu eby'Embaale batuuza nabo olukiiko olwabwe. Aba FDC bo bali mabega wa Ssemujju Nganda, Elias Lukwago n'abalala bangi, that other breakaway wing. Let's say breakaway. Okay? Kakati twalabye n'ab'e Rwenzori, the leaders in Rwenzori sub-region, aba FDC bo bagamba nti n'ebyokulonda tebabiriimu until they wait to hear the voice that's going to come from the National Executive Council meeting. That's when they will be guided and directed into okulonda kugende
I think that is the right thing to do. That is the right thing to do.
To wait
for what will come out tomorrow.
Kevin, all said and done, in your mind of mindists, do you really think that tomorrow's National Executive Council meeting is going to happen? Going by the turn of events. Olabayo omukisa gwa meeting eno kubeera olunaku olw'enkya.
Wenkusigira ekifaananyi kye ndi okulaba enkya.
Yes. Put everything together that we've talked about today and the things that have been happening prior to today.
If I try to paint a picture of what is going to happen tomorrow, I see a lot of chaos. I'm seeing so many fights. God forbid, but that is what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing that out of what has been happening. Kuba akavyo kabadde kanji, just recently, and so on, you're hearing him crying out loud about the goons who are still there, who are going to be there, I think so, even tomorrow, if they are still there today. Then I expect
because the fact that they are still there up until today.
The fact that that whole scenario happened, and they are still there up to today, it means that 80%
of the chances
are that they are going to be there tomorrow as well. So I don't know. I pray everything moves on well for you people, because I don't wish anything bad for you. But that is what I'm seeing: a lot of chaos, a lot of disagreements, and fights and so on. Actually, banamawulire baffe mubeere begendereza nnyo. Mugendeeyo because we need this. Tulina okubeerayo. But
the funny thing about banamawulire baffe, because ffe twagala wali ewali wennyini wali the gist of the story is where the fracas is happening.
Obeera careful nayo olina obeerayo, because that is what we want anyway.
Yes.
That is what we want. Abantu balina okutegeera ekigenda mu maaso, because this is a national thing. People from all over, like you're hearing all
this. Because this is a collection of the chairpersons of the party from the different areas.
From the different areas.
Yes.
It's a national one. So we need to know. Never know the national chairpersons, the chairpersons who are coming from different areas.
From different districts and other things. That's why the press is very important.
Yeah, so the press has to be there. The press has to be there. But what I'm saying tomorrow is that, though I pray for the best, because what we want, we don't want anyone to get hurt anyway. We want all to...
Ndabayo enkya okubeerawo abajja okugaana abantu abamu okuyingira emajja nankumbi. Naye ng'ate ababagaana bali laikire obutabeera bakulembeze. Tujja kulaba abantu bwe tutamanyi bulungi nnyo nga bagamba gwe yingira gwe toyingira, gwe bulijjo oyogera gwe olemesa gwe toyingira gwe yingira. Now, go there to find Nandala Mafabi there. Okay? Those who...
Mwebali abagenda osigala wakafa, abanamawulire tubanoonyeze waka.
Oh no.
Nti ate lwaki tewagenze. So it's a whole lot of confusion by the way in the Forum for Democratic Change.
Ne abavuka mu FDC namwe mwefuge mulize bakama bamwe obuzibu simanyi bakama baabwe mbasindika buli kibinja kirina bakama baakyo
buli kibinja kirina naye aberenzori me I'm at par with them. They are waiting for tomorrow, which tomorrow is even uncertain. That is the problem.
Wow.
Tomorrow is uncertain.
Wow.
But I think that is the best way to go. Because what would come out of there would literally guide the party on where to go and what to do.
Yes.
But will it happen peacefully?
We're all waiting to see. Ensonga ze FDC bw'ozoogerako osobola ozimalako olunaku lulamba because ekibiina kino kyatumanyiiza in the opposition okiraba nga kibadde one Uganda one people ebadde yakwata akati
ennaku zino obeerewo one Uganda 1,000 people
one Uganda one people Kevin yali yakwata akati era bwe tubadde tetugiraba mu byokulonda by'eggwanga tubadde tutandika okwewunya n'ebirala naye we want to see this party back together and I'm happy that even the people in NRM say bagala FDC bagirabenga ngeteredde because the NRM also think that okubeera mu government nga you are not being checked is also not very fertile for you.
Yeah, that is it and that is what I talked about. These legislators are supposed to be checking government business.
So let's wait and see what's going to happen tomorrow, but even to just today as a preamble and a precursor of what's going to happen tomorrow.
I feel like going to camp there.
For now, Kevin Yononga agenda, we want to say a very big thank you to everyone eyakedde naffe bano betukola nabo Dan ku camera, thank you so much. Mwanyi naffe Winnie eri mu production ne team yonna gyalina yonna ate ne muganda waffe Matthias atuyambako ebintu bino bikuma ku mutimbagano social media ng'abantu batugoberera. Thank you so much and everyone else that is behind the scenes to ensure that this show happens every morning 6 to 11. Tugenda kumulamu katono ddala obutale bujja mulabe ebintu nga betubitunda mu butale obw'enjawulo ate maaso eyo olunaku olwayo si lwakuna nsuubira omukukunavu nsubira omukukunavu tamala mirungi okubanga ali wano ne Sir Simon Myanga Lutaya ate bamenyemenye nabo mu nsonga nga bezigenda maaso. For now, for me and Kevin, a very good morning. Ganga mukekyagenda maaso paka sawa 5.